Manifesting is not always going to feel easy, and sometimes you're going to feel like stuck. Sometimes you're going to feel like you're in resistance, and sometimes you're not going to know how to get out of it, and you're going to wonder what you're doing wrong. And this really makes people feel like they're losing a lot of progress. You're really not, okay? Falling into a state of resistance can be very, very helpful for you to actually manifest better because there's great opportunities there to be aware of your blocks, look at them, change your limiting belief systems. That's the point of resistance coming up. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to give you one really, really easy step that you can do immediately to start releasing resistance immediately and get back into states of alignment instantaneously. This is not a magic trick. This is just very simple and easy, and I'm going to tell you guys about it. First, I'm going to give you a little bit of background on how to understand this. I don't want this going in one ear and out the other. So make sure that you're kind of like open to receiving like the depth of what I'm going to give you. Because if you want to be a master manifester, this is there's a self mastery at hand here. Okay. So try to relax a little bit. And I'm going to give you some background here. So basically, if you want to be really, really good at manifesting, essentially, it's all about mastering yourself, right? So mastering the outside manifestations, everything about your outside manifestations, the people in your reality, the people that you want to be in relationships with, manifesting your specific person, manifesting your person, manifesting abundance, manifesting your purpose, manifesting your job. I don't care what it is. It's all being reflected on the screen of space in your reality coming from here. It's a reflection of you. So the path of manifesting mastery is a path of self-mastery. Just keep that in mind for all of this. So this is not like a robotic, hey, give me steps A, B, C. This is like something that you really have to integrate and learn and understand, like the big picture, in order to be able to master your reality and manifest the things that you want instantaneously and as quickly as possible. Okay. So there's a lot of pieces that come together for this. Essentially, what you're after when you want to control your outer reality, you want to change the results that you're getting on the outside. You want to quantum leap into a different reality that looks different, is you're wanting to figure out how to control your mind. Because the mind is the opposite of the soul, which is the seat of your true desires, the seat of your intuition, your connection to infinite intelligence, right? The seat of your truth. So the mind is what gets in the way. So all throughout, like your manifesting journey, you're essentially learning how to control your mind. And I don't really like that word control, right? But it's essentially, learning how to control your mind. But this needs to be done. Like, you can't fight fire with fire in this sense. Okay. So you can't like try to make your mind behave. I'm going to tell you what you can do that's going to release resistance immediately and put you back in alignment immediately, right? I think most people, they like do this trying too hard thing where like they just try harder at everything that they're doing to try to make their mind like fall into place, right? So there's this gentle approach that you need to take with yourself when you're trying to get yourself to apply manifesting teachings. You're trying to get yourself to think in the way that you want to think. You're trying to get yourself to feel in the way that you want to feel. And you're trying to get yourself to align in general and align with manifesting practices so that you can perform them successfully. But it's really, really important. Here's a common mistake that lots and lots of people make. I made this profoundly 8 years into my manifesting journey. And this creates a lot of opposite results. So if you're getting opposite results and you're not sure why, I'm going to tell you why right now. So you're going to get opposite results when when you try to control yourself and you try to control your mind. And I know that might sound like, okay, wait, that's like the opposite of what you just said. You just said that we do need to control the mind. Yes, but the way that you control your reality and the way that you control your mind is not what you're going to think from a place of ego. It's not like going to be the first thing that you think, right? That's why we're studying manifesting. So here's what I'll tell you to do. All right. Anybody can do this no matter where you are. And getting good at this is how is going to enable you to stop manifesting opposite results, start feeling better in your manifesting. It's going to help you control and direct your mind so that you can be a more masterful, deliberate creator. The trick and the key is not to try to make yourself do more or try to make yourself change or try to make yourself be different. This messes you up on a energetic level and gets you opposite results in the same way that trying to manipulate the outside, trying to make the outside change and insisting the outside change creates opposite results on the outside. Okay, so are you seeing a pattern here? The pattern is the more that you push and insist within yourself, the crappier that you're going to feel and the more between a rock and a hard place that you're going to feel. The more that you insist and push, that's resistance, for the outside to change, the more you're going to get opposite results on the outside. So the mechanism that creates opposite results is the same. It is resistance, it is pushing, it is insistence. It's trying to bang it into place instead of aligning. What is aligning? Right. How do I align? One mistake that I made 8 years into my manifesting journey, I'm now like over 15 years in, but one mistake that I made over and over and over because I didn't quite get it, like the big picture, is I tried to convince myself to feel and be happy. I thought that it was important for me to think in a certain way and bang affirmations into place and make myself feel happy and excited. And I was trying to change myself because I didn't believe that I could achieve what I wanted if I was experiencing negative emotions. And so I was trying to artificially, on a surface level, hype myself up and make myself change. And that obviously there was a great deal of opposite results that took place because I was trying to make myself change. Okay. The way that you can release resistance instantaneously and align instantaneously every time, all the time, it's always going to work. This is always going to help you. This is going to be one tool that you want to permanently put in your toolbox that you always want to remember. Never forget this. This is how you do it if you want to do self-mastery and if you want to manifest, if you want to master manifesting. This is how you release resistance and align. So let's say that you wake up one morning, you don't feel cool, you don't feel great, you don't like the way that you feel. You're feeling like you're failing as a manifestor, you don't like how you feel, you don't know how to get your thoughts in order, you're having negative thoughts or feelings or emotions. Whatever it is that's coming up, you notice that you're off and you're feeling stuck. When you're feeling stuck, here's what you do. You look at, first of all, take a step back and look at what is happening within you emotionally and mentally. This is an important step, an important initial step, because you need to go from identifying with being the one who is trapped inside your mind and simply falling victim to the experience, to stepping back just a little bit, to observing it so that you're no longer the unconscious one trapped inside an experience, but you are now the observer who is observing the mind and emotions and what is happening within the human. You're watching what is happening like from the human experience. You're just observing it, but you're no longer completely identified and trapped within it. So that creates a little space where you can see what is happening instead of purely being purely experiencing what is happening on an unconscious level that renders you helpless to change anything. All right, so once you've done that, and you see whatever the resistance is that's happening in your mind, that's happening in your emotions, how crappy you feel. I don't care what it is that you're telling yourself. If you are observing yourself, you may see or hear yourself saying this isn't working and all the reasons why it's not working and why you're a failure and why it's never going to work. When you're the observer, you see that this is just the mind talking instead of actually believing it. Okay, so now there's a choice. The next thing that I want you to do is whatever is happening, you don't push against it. You don't try to change it. You don't need to change it. You don't try to control it. You don't need to control it. You simply accept it. I don't mean that you accept the lies as truth. You recognize what the mind is saying or feeling. You recognize that it's just the ego and the mind talking from an unconscious place, and you allow it to be there without having to change it. This automatically, instantaneously releases resistance, because instead of, oh my God, instead of having this negative cycle where you're experiencing the negative thing and then you're freaking out because you're experiencing the negative thing, and then you're freaking out because you're trying to change the negative thing, and then the negative thing doesn't change, and then you're freaking out even more. You see how problematic that is. If I don't change myself, everything could get bad. You just keep thinking that the more bad that I feel, the worse that I'm manifesting, and this is going all wrong, and it just gets bigger and bigger. So you're going to stop all that. You're not going to try to do that anymore. You're just going to observe what is happening with the mind. You know that the mind is full of lies. Whatever the ego, whatever is happening when you're feeling uncomfortable is coming from a place of pain within the mind, within the ego. It doesn't make it real. It's just like the human mind reaction, the ego reaction, that shit comes and goes, right? Those ideas, those perspectives are subject to change. You are not that. You're not whatever the mind is saying. Whatever the mind is saying is not real. What's real? The only thing that is real is the eternal consciousness that is you, that is aware. And you create your own reality. And there's an infinite number of realities that you can create. And whatever the mind is saying right now is just one option in a universe of infinite options. So you're just going to say to yourself, okay, I don't have to change it. I don't have to feel differently right now. I don't have to do anything right now. I don't have to feel better. I don't have to be better right now. I'm fine. I'm fine. So you're releasing resistance. You're not trying to fight fire with fire. You're actually okay. You know that you're okay, and you're okay with being in the state that is, even though it's not ideal, even though I don't love the way that this feels, I'm okay with this, and I know that I'm okay, and I know that I don't have to change it. Why is this so effective? Well, first of all, anything that releases resistance, and that's how you release resistance, is by what? Not trying to fight fire with fire. Okay. You fight unconsciousness with consciousness. You fight darkness with light, awareness, enlightenment, right? Enlightenment just means seeing the truth. So when you do this, I've been talking lately about, yesterday I came out with a video on dropping mind, dropping ego. I've been talking a lot about this lately. And when you do this, what I've just explained here, this is going to help you drop into your truth, drop into your soul, drop into awareness, like a God state awareness. And that's the ticket, guys. That's the ticket, is you're no longer unconsciously falling victim to the lies and the illusions. They can happen, but you're beyond them. You don't have to fight with it. You don't have to argue with it. And what's really cool about this is that when you get good at transcending the illusion inside of your own awareness, inside of you, when you get good at transcending the illusion of the ego mind, the illusion of the emotions that are coming up within you without fighting them, this is how you transcend circumstances that come up outside of you as well. So you training yourself to do this within you trains you to do it with external circumstances as well. This is the path of manifesting mastery, and it's all connected inside, outside. Okay. So comment below, let me know how you enjoyed this video, if this helped you at all, if any fireworks went off, and what you taken away from this and how this is helping you. But anyways, if you're still watching, that means that you liked the video. So hit that subscribe button, hit the bell and click all, because I'm going live 5 days a week. And if you want to be notified, click that bell so that you'll get those notifications every time that I'm going live. I know that you guys know that I'm an expert in manifesting, but I'm actually a master of energetics. And this is just the stuff that makes manifesting work, right? It's the stuff that makes life work. You know, this is the path of manifesting mastery is a path of self mastery. Okay, that's a very energetic path. So in my coaching group, I'm teaching you guys every single month. I have a program from beginning to end. Okay, for beginners at the very, very beginner steps to completely advanced quantum leap, instant manifestation stuff that I put in my retreats. Every single month, I'm doing this ego to soul journey with you, and I'm explaining things. So this month we're doing Siren. It is so fucking good. I can't even get over it. I'm going to teach stuff in Siren today for day 4 of the retreat that I've never even taught before. Oh my God, I'm so freaking excited about it. But anyways, if you want to learn with me, ego to soul and all these things, the energetics of manifesting, and get that magic wand status, join my Manifesting University. That link is going to be in the description below. I have 2 courses that today is the last day to get them on sale. Create Your Modern Day Fairy Tale, last day to get it on sale, and the cash course. And you're going to love the price for the cash course. If I had a nickel for every single time somebody asked me for a course on money, this one is a really, really, really good one. I don't even need another one. It's fucking good. I actually came up with it because I saw myself in a state of manifesting more money than I ever had before. And then I just observed the manifestational tactics that I was putting into practice naturally from that abundant money-making expansive state. So that's where the cash course came from. It has like 6 different lessons in it, and a lot of people have taken it, and we have a lot of really good testimonials on it. So I'm going to put those when I get off of here in the description below so that you can get those sales, and I might put them in the comments as well. I love you guys. I got to go live in the university, and I'll see you next week live for my new podcast on YouTube.